Alright, so I'm gonna do a real quick and dirty video here about flag stuff. Not just like passing in between people and so on and so forth. I'm gonna show off some uh, drills, I guess. And before I do that, while I wait to get the flag, I'll talk about kind of where it's coming from and why. Show off some stuff, and then that's kind of it. Just a very quick video. But like the reason why I want to do this is back in the day when I played Legions, the team I was on didn't have a lot of like good duelers or whatever, and it was a very big dueling game. And so we decided to, beyond just doing O versus D, do some flag passing drills to get better at just teamwork and stuff like that, and to essentially turned into like keep away. Just constant movement, constant tossing, and we got good enough that we kind of, in my opinion, changed the way the game was played a little bit. Like flag passing became a more, look at that, a more prominent thing. And I'm not saying that's going to be something here. It's just that like that's where I'm coming from is that I really like doing that kind of stuff overall, just as much as playing heavy on flag. Just something about tossing the flag and being able to catch it or toss it accurately or shoot it to yourself and just being able to be comfortable using and dealing with the most important thing in the game, the match, which is the flag. And so I'm gonna get back over here, show a couple of things, and that'll be it. If anybody wanted to like do this stuff with me as like a practice for 20 minutes or whatever, do it a couple of times, that's fine. If not, it is what it is. But this is the kind of stuff that I like. And just to kind of put an idea out there where to start with, and so you can see some things, I'm going to just sit here, toss this straight up. So like that goes that high, right? That far. Now, just so you can kind of see the difference a little bit, say, hey, there's somebody up there and you want to toss it. Are you going to toss it or are you going to kind of go up a little bit? So jumping and tossing just to see how much that does. So even a little bit, it goes pretty, a little bit farther. But then there is this. Show this really quick, maybe. Medium offense. Because it has the 20% throw power. So just this. I think that's the same as the jump and toss with the light. And then uh, jump toss. Like that, I mean it's floaty or whatever, but like that's a long distance. And so I'm to light, just because it's not the special 20% more. But the thing about that though is, like, let's say you have, for simplicity's sake, somebody using Blink has a half a second reaction time. If you use the medium offense, that's technically in a roundabout way, uh, the flag distance it travels in that half a second is 20% farther. And so it's little things like that that I'm trying to get across, is that it's not, hey, we're gonna do this and be the Globetrotters of this game or whatever. It's just being more comfortable with uh, manipulating the flag, tossing it, catching it, and just in general, uh, I don't know, just being good at that, because to me that's fun. It's not about, killing and capping the flag or whatever. It's blocking cappers and throwing flags around. So, back in the day, one of the things we did as a drill is we would have, this is the whole team. You could do it with just two people, but we would all sit in a circle and we would toss the flag to each other, but we would do things to kind of trip up the other person while also getting an understanding of how to toss it, which in normal person terms, that's instead of tossing it and jumping and tossing it, it's, well, you're always going to be moving, so you toss it. So like that was way over there. I would want to, when I'm actually paying attention, understand, or not really understand, but get good enough to where just second nature I can do something and toss it. So he's still a little far off. This is also me going into third person is another thing I wanted to mention. This is a big reason of why I like third person. Is because you can see the flag and use your body to, get the flag from, catching the flag midair, all that kind of stuff. My key is actually F. And so it's really easy for me to do that. Yeah, it sucks to have the flag in your head, but that's that. And so, going back to this, yeah, tossing a couple of times with, one person or more, just in between, getting an understanding of the flag throwing power, how it moves, and all that kind of stuff. You can extrapolate that out, and let me look at something here really quick on my other monitor so I get through this quickly. The jetting and the tossing and the catching, like that's the other thing, is tossing it to you as it's coming to you, being able to have the reaction time to jump in the right area. The other thing you can do, and this is you can do by yourself, is shooting the flag to you. Now you see, right there, I just shot it, went sideways, saw that I wasn't there, and then boosted over. That that was a reaction to me. I wasn't even trying. So you can be close to it, you can do it from far away. Just trying to get it to you and being able to manipulate it, because then, if you're over here and people are shooting it around, you come over the hill, you know how to shoot it to get it right to you, or if you come from the side or whatever. Again, like I said, extrapolate it out to where you can have a, Annie or somebody coming in super fast and trying to get the flag to you while you stand still. And so they're coming in, and they get to right here or whatever, going 300 million miles an hour, and they need to be able to accurately toss the flag to where I don't have to move. And so there's that, that knowledge that you can gain from doing these tosses and things like that, and tossing it to other cappers. And the last thing, I guess, that I wanted to mention that I almost did earlier were callouts. Back in the day, it was left pocket, right pocket, which is just left and right of the stand on the map that we had that on. So what you could say is, this is the back pocket. And so if you're over here and I need to toss the flag and you say back pocket, I toss the flag here even though you're not there. I should trust that you coming in, you see nobody is down here and that it is open. And so you say that, and I'm tossing it as you get there. And you can do, you can say anything technically. You can say that's back pocket, or that's back pocket, or this is the left side base or left side tunnel, so that's this area, not just the tunnel, the area. Same thing with the right, or left spawn, right spawn, turret, tower, or radar, or doohickey, a nipple, I don't know, just anything. And that kind of stuff is a little bit more advanced and later on, but it's the idea of it to keep the flag during standoffs, because that's what I used to do, that's what I'm comfortable with, and I would want to share that with other people, and I find that fun. And if other people wanted to, I would be glad to do flag practice and flag play stuff with, a couple people, one person, the whole team, whatever, because that stuff is super fun. And, I mean, right there, Eli's punting, big thing. I just did it in third person. It's a lot easier to see how the flag moves in third person. I should note I have 120 field of view, so I can see a lot more. This game has it, Legions didn't. Just say that, where, hey, I'm going here. You don't have to have callouts. Just say ping. Toss it as you're coming in. Boom, you have it. This can also lead to anything, hey, on this map specifically, you're coming midfield, toss here. If you're midfield halfway and you want to get it to me as accurately and as fast as possible, you would eventually know just how to do that on reaction. The last thing I will mention is what I did earlier, this is something that I've thought about for a while, is that on standoffs, which I like to do, I might switch to medium so that I can toss it farther and harder than, oh man, people normally could. Oh, I missed that one. So yeah, I still got stuff to work on. Man, look at that. So, boom. And, ooh, hey, look at that. The quicker I could do that would be very beneficial. Or, we're in the circles and being able to just stand, toss, and shoot it at somebody. That would, like, that went that far. And I guess the absolute last thing is that, this isn't, hey, we should do this. Like I've said, we shouldn't only do this and the blank is going to make everything all, goofy and hard to do and so on and so forth, but having an understanding of how the flag works can make things like that, the little things, be beneficial and work out in people's favor. So if anybody wants to do this kind of stuff, let me know, because I would love to teach people this. I feel like a lot of that stuff is super fun. I'm going to shut up now. Thank you for coming to my Tribes Talk.